National Electrical Code Section 210.52b3 states that all receptacle outlets shall be supplied by an individual branch circuit rated at not less than 20 amps. This code requires a separate 20 amp circuit for countertop receptacles. Countertops are frequently used for high-power appliances such as blenders, mixers, and toasters. A separate circuit ensures that these appliances can operate without overloading the circuit and causing a fire hazard. Code 210.52b4 allows for countertop receptacles to be supplied by the lighting circuit under certain conditions. Firstly, the countertop is less than 12 feet long. Secondly, the receptacles are not more than 5 feet above the countertop. And thirdly, the lighting circuit is rated for 20 amps or more. For a wet bar with countertop receptacles, you must add a separate 20 amp circuit as per National Electrical Code Section 210.52b3. When installing electrical receptacles for a wet bar, it's crucial to adhere to the National Electrical Code to ensure safety and prevent electrical hazard. The NEC provides specific guidelines for countertop receptacles, especially concerning circuit requirements. Section 210.52b3 of the NEC mandates that all receptacle outlets serving countertops must be supplied by an individual branch circuit rated at not less than 20 amps. This requirement is in place to ensure that countertop appliances, which often draw significant power, can operate safely without overloading the circuit. Countertops are commonly used for various high-power appliances such as blenders, mixers, toasters, and other kitchen gadgets. These appliances can draw a considerable amount of current, and if they are connected to a circuit that also serves other loads, there is a risk of overloading the circuit. Overloading can lead to overheating, which poses a fire hazard. By requiring a separate 20 amp circuit for countertop receptacles, the NEC minimizes the risk of overloading and ensures that these appliances can operate safely. However, there are exceptions to this rule. Section 210.52b4 of the NEC outlines specific conditions under which countertop receptacles can be supplied by a lighting circuit. These conditions are: firstly, the countertop must be less than 12 feet long; secondly, the receptacles must not be more than 5 feet above the countertop; and thirdly, the lighting circuit must be rated for 20 amps or more. If all three of these conditions are met, the countertop receptacles can be supplied by the lighting circuit instead of requiring a separate 20 amp circuit. It's important to note that even if these conditions are met, it is still generally recommended to install a separate 20 amp circuit for countertop receptacles, especially if there is a high likelihood that multiple high-power appliances will be used simultaneously. In addition to the circuit requirements, there are also other NEC regulations that apply to wet bar receptacles. Section 210.8a7 requires ground fault circuit interrupter protection for receptacles serving countertop surfaces within 6 feet of a sink. This requirement is in place to protect against electrical shock hazards in wet environments. GFCIs are designed to detect ground faults and quickly disconnect power to the circuit, preventing potentially fatal electrical shocks. When installing wet bar receptacles, it's essential to ensure that they are properly grounded and that all wiring is done in accordance with the NEC. This includes using the correct wire gauge, properly connecting the grounding conductor, and ensuring that all connections are secure. Improper wiring can lead to electrical hazards and increase the risk of fire or electrical shock. In summary, for a wet bar with countertop receptacles, the NEC requires a separate 20 amp circuit as per Section 210.52b3. While there are exceptions to this rule, it is generally recommended to install a separate circuit to ensure safety and prevent overloading. Additionally, GFCI protection is required for receptacles serving countertop surfaces within 6 feet of a sink. Always consult the latest edition of the NEC and local electrical codes to ensure compliance and safety. When dealing with electrical installations, it's always best to consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that the work is done safely and in accordance with all applicable codes and regulations. A qualified electrician can assess the specific needs of the installation and provide expert guidance on the best way to meet those needs while ensuring safety and compliance. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a comprehensive set of standards and guidelines for electrical installations. It is updated every 3 years to reflect the latest advancements in electrical technology and safety practices. Adhering to the NEC is crucial for ensuring the safety of people and property. Understanding the specific requirements of the NEC can be challenging, especially for those who are not familiar with electrical codes and regulations. That's why it's important to seek guidance from qualified professionals who can help interpret and apply the NEC in specific situations. Electrical installations can be dangerous if not done properly. Working with electricity requires specialized knowledge, skills, and equipment. Attempting to perform electrical work without proper training can lead to serious injury or even death. That's why it's always best to leave electrical work to the professionals. In addition to safety, proper electrical installations also ensure the reliability and longevity of electrical systems. When electrical work is done correctly, it reduces the risk of equipment failure, power outages, and other electrical problems. This can save time and money in the long run by avoiding costly repairs and downtime. When hiring an electrician, it's important to choose someone who is licensed, insured, and experienced. A licensed electrician has met the requirements set by the state or local jurisdiction to perform electrical work. Insurance protects you from liability in case of accidents or damages. And experience ensures that the electrician has the knowledge and skills to do the job right. Before hiring an electrician, ask for references and check online reviews to get an idea of their reputation and quality of work. It's also a good idea to get multiple quotes from different electricians to compare prices and services. When discussing the project with the electrician, be sure to clearly explain your needs and expectations. Ask questions about their approach to the project, the materials they will use, and the timeline for completion. It's also important to discuss the cost of the project upfront and get a written estimate that includes all labor and materials. Once you've hired an electrician, be sure to stay involved in the project and communicate regularly with them. This will help ensure that the work is done to your satisfaction and that any issues are addressed promptly. After the project is complete, inspect the work carefully to make sure it meets your expectations and complies with all applicable codes and regulations. If you have any concerns, don't hesitate to raise them with the electrician. Electrical safety is everyone's responsibility. By following the NEC, hiring qualified professionals, and staying involved in the project, you can help ensure the safety and reliability of your electrical systems. Remember, when it comes to electricity, it's always better to be safe than sorry. In the context of wet bar receptacles, the requirement for a separate 20-amp circuit is particularly important because wet bars often include appliances that draw significant power, such as refrigerators, ice makers, and blenders. These appliances, when used simultaneously, can easily overload a shared circuit, leading to trip breakers and potential hazards. A dedicated 20-amp circuit provides ample capacity for these appliances to operate safely and reliably. Furthermore, the proximity of water in wet bar areas increases the risk of electrical shock, making GFCI protection essential. GFCIs are designed to detect even small amounts of current leakage to ground and quickly interrupt the circuit, preventing potentially fatal shocks. The NEC mandates GFCI protection for receptacles serving countertop surfaces within 6 feet of a sink to mitigate this risk. When planning a wet bar installation, it's crucial to consider not only the electrical requirements but also the placement of receptacles and appliances. Receptacles should be positioned in convenient locations that are easily accessible but also protected from potential water damage. Appliances should be chosen with energy efficiency in mind to minimize power consumption and reduce the load on the electrical system. In addition to the NEC, local electrical codes may have additional requirements or restrictions that must be followed. It's important to check with the local building department or a qualified electrician to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. Failure to comply with electrical codes can result in fines, delays, and even the rejection of the installation. Moreover, non-compliant installations can pose serious safety risks and jeopardize the integrity of the electrical system. When it comes to electrical work, there's no substitute for expertise and experience. A qualified electrician has the knowledge, skills, and tools to perform electrical installations safely and efficiently. They can also provide valuable advice and guidance on the best way to meet your specific needs while ensuring compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. Trying to save money by doing electrical work yourself can be tempting, but it's rarely worth the risk. Electrical work is inherently dangerous, and even a small mistake can have serious consequences. Unless you have extensive experience and training in electrical work, it's always best to leave it to the professionals. The benefits of hiring a qualified electrician far outweigh the cost. A qualified electrician can ensure that your electrical system is safe, reliable, and compliant with all applicable codes and regulations. They can also help you choose the right materials and equipment for your specific needs and provide ongoing maintenance and support. In summary, when planning a wet bar installation, pay close attention to the electrical requirements outlined in the NEC and local electrical codes. Ensure that you have a separate 20-amp circuit for countertop receptacles, GFCI protection for receptacles near sinks, and proper grounding for all electrical components. And most importantly, hire a qualified electrician to perform the electrical work to ensure safety and compliance. By following these guidelines, you can create a wet bar that is not only functional and aesthetically pleasing but also safe and reliable. Remember, electrical safety is paramount, and it's always better to err on the side of caution when dealing with electricity. Investing in professional electrical services is an investment in your safety and the long-term integrity of your electrical system. The National Electrical Code serves as a cornerstone for safe electrical practices. The code undergoes regular revisions to incorporate new technologies, address emerging safety concerns, and adapt to the evolving needs of the electrical industry. These updates are crucial for maintaining the relevance and effectiveness of the NEC in safeguarding people and property from electrical hazards. One notable aspect of the NEC is its focus on preventing electrical fires. Electrical fires are a significant cause of property damage and injuries, and the NEC includes numerous provisions aimed at minimizing the risk of these fires. These provisions cover a wide range of topics, including proper wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and the use of arc fault circuit interrupters. Arc fault circuit interrupters, or FSIs, are devices designed to detect arc faults, which are a common cause of electrical fires. Arc faults occur when electricity jumps between two conductors, creating a high-temperature arc that can ignite nearby materials. FSIs are designed to quickly interrupt the circuit when an arc fault is detected, preventing the arc from causing a fire. The NEC requires FSIs in many locations throughout the home, including bedrooms, living rooms, and dining rooms. Another important aspect of the NEC is its emphasis on grounding. Grounding is the process of connecting electrical equipment to the earth, providing a path for fault current to flow back to the source. This helps to prevent electrical shock hazards and also protects equipment from damage due to voltage surges. The NEC specifies the requirements for grounding electrodes, grounding conductors, and bonding, which is the process of connecting metal parts of the electrical system together to create a low impedance path for fault current. In addition to preventing fires and electrical shocks, the NEC also addresses other safety concerns, such as the proper installation of lighting fixtures, the use of flexible cores, and the protection of electrical equipment from physical damage. The NEC is a comprehensive and detailed document, and it can be challenging to understand and apply its provisions. That's why it's important to seek guidance from qualified professionals who can help interpret and implement the NEC in specific situations. Electrical inspectors are responsible for enforcing the NEC and ensuring that electrical installations comply with its requirements. Electrical inspectors review electrical plans, inspect electrical work, and issue permits and certificates of occupancy. They play a crucial role in ensuring the safety of electrical installations. When planning an electrical project, it's important to consult with an electrical inspector early in the process to ensure that your plans comply with the NEC and local electrical codes. Electrical inspectors can provide valuable guidance and help you avoid costly mistakes. The NEC is a living document that is constantly evolving to reflect the latest advancements in electrical technology and safety practices. Staying up to date with the latest edition of the NEC is essential for anyone involved in the electrical industry. There are many resources available to help you stay informed about the NEC, including training courses, seminars, and publications. The National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, is the organization that publishes the NEC. The NFPA offers a variety of resources to help you understand and apply the NEC, including the NEC Handbook, which provides detailed explanations and illustrations of the NEC provisions. In conclusion, the National Electrical Code is a vital resource for ensuring the safety of electrical installations. By following the NEC, hiring qualified professionals, and staying up to date with the latest revisions, you can help protect people and property from electrical hazards. Remember, electrical safety is a shared responsibility, and everyone has a role to play in ensuring a safe electrical environment.